Hello Excel fans, today we're diving into the wildly popular if function in Excel, the little formula that does the thinking for you so you can lean back with a ginger beer while Excel does the actual work. Because, let's be honest, if Excel can automate something, that's one less thing for us to pretend to work on while scrolling our phones. In this document, we're looking at staff absence records at a completely made-up company, although suspiciously similar to every real company ever. In the first table, we're identifying which staff members had more than one sicky day in January. You know, the classic I've got food poisoning, but I'm also somehow posting brunch photos on Instagram situation. In the second table, we're calculating the total number of sickness days in the year 2024. HR calls it attendance tracking. Everyone else calls it evidence. Before we use the if function, we need to understand how it works, the logical parameters. Over here on the right of the screen, you'll see that the if function has three parts. Logical test. This is the question. Is something true or false? Did something happen, or did Dave suddenly catch Monday-itis again? 2. Value if true, what Excel shows if the answer is yes. 3. Value if false, what Excel shows if the answer is no. Think of it like HR logic. If employee calls in sick, then mark the cell as absent. Otherwise, mark the cell as probably still in bed but logged into Teams. The banana example. Maybe the easiest way to understand this is with the banana example. In the logical test, we ask, is the banana yellow? If the answer is yes, Excel shows, yes, the banana is yellow. If the answer is no, Excel shows, no, the banana is not yellow. If the banana is brown and emotionally collapsing, Excel will still say it's fine, because unlike your manager, Excel doesn't judge. Back to our company example. We're looking at the number of people who had non-attendances in January. We'll frame the question like this in cell C4. Did an employee come into work every single day in January? If they were absent, we want Excel to show absent. Otherwise, we want Excel to show monitoring. Monitoring is basically corporate code for we're watching you, but politely. Go to cell F4 and type equals IF, because that's the logical function we're using. Open bracket, C4. There's me getting it wrong, like a lemon. Equals, and now we want to know if the data shows absence or not. If in C4, the data shows the word yes, so open speech marks, YES, close speech marks, then comma. Don't leave any space, speech marks again. Now, type in any word you want to see if the word yes is in C4. I want to see the word absent, close, speech marks, comma, speech marks, again. Now type in the word you want to see. If the word in C4 is not yes, I want to see the word monitoring. Then close speech marks, close brackets, press enter, and look at that, Jules Bowen had a sicky day in January. Now, I'm not saying Jules faked it, but statistically speaking, 90% of illnesses occur on Mondays, or the day after a big football match. If I change C4 to no, the result automatically changes from absent to monitoring. Magic. Well, not magic, just Excel. But it feels like magic when it saves you from manual work. You can now copy the formula down with Ctrl+C and Ctrl+V, and the rules apply to everyone. The only other person showing monitoring here is Samad Ali, which means either Samad has an incredible immune system, or Samad hasn't discovered the legendary mystery stomach bug excuse yet. Using mathematical operators, let's try something slightly different. In this second table, we'll use the same logic, but instead of checking for a word like yes or no, we'll use mathematical operators. Example. This page here shows other operators you can use instead of equals. Back to the table. Go to cell F15 and type equals IF. Excel now knows we are using the IF function. Open brackets, cell C15, the symbol for less than, 7, comma, don't put in a space, open speech marks, type in acceptable, close speech marks. All we've done so far is told Excel that if the number in cell C15 is less than 7, we want to see the word acceptable inside cell F15. But now we need to inform Excel what to do if the number in C15 is greater than 7. type in comma, speech marks, type in the word poor. I'm using caps so the word stands out. Close speech marks, close brackets, click enter. So we've finished off by telling Excel to show the word poor in caps if the number is greater than 7. What we've told Excel is if the number in C15 is less than 7, show acceptable. If the number is greater than or equal to 7, show poor. Poor here means the employee has had so many sick days that HR is starting to suspect their immune system only fails during bank holiday weekends. Copy the formula down, and you'll see results like acceptable, poor, acceptable, poor, which is also the exact same pattern as most people's gym attendance. Now let's make things slightly more advanced. The if function can also work with or and, which allow you to check multiple conditions. Or means if either condition is true, example, if banana 1 is yellow or banana 2 is yellow, one or the other, show the word yellow. Because apparently Excel is very concerned about banana colors today. You use the and function to ask Excel if both bananas are yellow, show me the word yellow, otherwise show me the word false. Or example, in cell F4, type in equals IF, and then open bracket O, R, open bracket again, C4 equals, then in speech marks, we want to put in the word we're looking for, yes, and then straight after that, we want to put in a comma, then D4 equals, yes, oops, we've got the speech mark there, close bracket, comma, then in speech marks, type out the word poor. So, what we've told Excel to do so far is if either C4 or D4 displays yes, then the result will be true. Therefore, we want the word poor to show up in cell F4. We can finish the formula now, typing comma, speech mark, the word excellent, speech mark again, close bracket. So, if the question is not true, the alternative second word, excellent, will show up in cell F4. Which is corporate language for you're probably still miserable, but at least you showed up to work and no one still likes you. Now, let's look at the and function. This checks if multiple conditions are true at the same time. We're tracking absence levels for staff from 2024 to 2026, and we want to see if someone has been off sick 5 or more days each year. Go to cell F15 and type in equals I, F, open bracket, and open bracket, C, 15, the symbol for greater than, equals 5, comma, D, 15, greater than, equals 5, comma, E15, greater than, equals. The measuring number does not need to be the same every time. To demonstrate, I'll use 4 this time instead of 5, close bracket, comma, in speech marks, type in the word poor. Comma. In speech marks, type in the word excellent. Close bracket. Click enter. What I'm essentially asking Excel to do is use the and option to answer the question, has the staff member met the level of acceptable absences in each of the last 3 years? If not, show the result as poor. Otherwise, show the result as excellent. Because Excel is brutally honest, it doesn't care about excuses like, my goldfish had anxiety. My wife caught the flu. I spiritually couldn't face Monday. And you can see Jules and Ghibli were the only ones who received poor absence results in every single year. They've both had more mysterious illnesses than a Victorian novelist. And that's the basics of how you use the if function in Excel. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please like and subscribe. I'm a lazy person by nature, and these simple clicks motivate me to make more videos. Thanks for watching.